Hi, hello, and welcome everybody to Nekopara Volume 1. This is going to be our newest game that we will be playing. I know not much about it other than Cat Girls, and it's a VN, or visual novel. Let's get into it.
ありがとうございました。では、失礼します。
Okay, that's really loud. I didn't want things to be too quiet, but I guess since everything is going to be in Japanese. Okay, we're going to go with that. Thank you very much. I'm heading out now, says the mover. Phew, this should be most of the boxes then, says Kashao. Sorry. Still learning. I wipe the sweat off my forehead with my arm, as the moving truck disappears from view. Although it was early April and only the beginning of spring, today's weather was quite nice. It was even a bit hot. Well, it's a good day for a new start, says Kashao. I turned my head to look at the empty bakery, which didn't even have any signage yet. The brand new exterior wall had a western look with a predominantly white and brown motif. There was also a large window which lets a lot of sunlight in. And finally there were the words that displayed the name of the bakery, La Choeli. Instead of the proper French Le, it was La Choeli, meaning the sun. This was a nod towards the name of the shop of someone I admired. Now that I'm on my own, I'll have to do my best, says Kashao. I softly murmured to myself. From here on out, no one would tell me what to do. I was going to start completely anew despite the stature of my own family's name and everything that has happened up until now. I alone would decide my path and take responsibility for what I do. In exchange for that freedom, I can't blame anyone else for what happens. Still, I say, although I was a bit worried. The thought of what lay ahead made me break into a smile. All right, says Kashao. In any case, I'd better get all these things cleaned up. I took a deep breath and got my spirits back up. I stepped into the new smelling bakery. What's with this big box, I ask. In front of me was a large box I did not recognize. In fact, there were two of them. Fragile, delicate, they say. Absolutely, this side up. If thrown, your company will be in trouble, says the notes on the boxes. The warnings were going overboard. They were getting annoying. Even if these are baking supplies, I don't remember buying anything quite like this, I say. First off, they were boxes that looked like they came from my house. If these boxes were for the bakery, there's no way I wouldn't remember buying them. There were no tags from the moving company either. All there was were those warning labels. Well, I know for sure once I open the... Achoo, says the box. The box sneezed? Huh? I ask. Oh, it's just a cat, huh? Just a troublesome cat. Jeez, I say. Phew. Phew, thanks goodness. Looks like that fooled him. That was close. Chocolata, better be careful. Meow. Like that would fool me. What are you doing, Chocolata? Long time no see, right, Master? Says Chocola. I'm going with that. Says Chocola. We just saw each other at home yesterday, you know, says Kashao. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn down the voice just a little bit more. Well, that's true, Chocola guesses, she says. More importantly than that, listen up. Those movers were really mean, she says. So they were picking up Chocola, right? She says. And they said, this box is heavy, so be careful with it. Chocola wanted to hiss at them all of a sudden. Chocola really did. Chocola did her best to control her temper, but Chocola was fuming, you know? Absolutely fuming. Well, compared to the rest of my things, you are heavy, I say. She ignored what I said. Chocola puffed out her cheeks. You could say that she was always happy-go-lucky. Or rather, she preoccupied herself with only what was in front of her. Well, I guess that was how you described Chocola, I think to myself. While I was getting ready to move, I did wonder why I didn't see you, says Kashao. Says the second box. Says the second box. Hey, I say. Long time no see, master, says Vanilla. My nose was itchy because the inside of the moving truck was dusty, says Vanilla. Why is Vanilla here too, asks Kashao. Wherever Chocola is, I am too, says Vanilla. Besides, cat girls don't dislike tight spaces, says Vanilla. They also said, this box is heavy, so be careful with it in regards to me too, she says. So I was also mad. Just steaming, says Vanilla. Again, huh? asks Kashao. You know what, I'm just gonna start calling her Chocolate, because, I mean, it's clearly the vibes that they're trying to imply. It'll just be easier, and I won't be mispronouncing a word on a regular basis. In any case, Chocolate, Vanilla, get out of there. I was at my wit's end with the large boxes that had suddenly shown up. Anyhow, Chocolate and Vanilla got out of their boxes. Why is no one picking up the phone? asked Kashao. Just what is Shinger doing? I hung up after trying to call my little sister. There was no way that Chocolate and Vanilla could have gotten mixed in with the rest of the boxes in the first place. On the outside, cat girls look almost like humans. They can understand words and they can talk just like us. But more than humans, cat girls were closer to normal cats. After all, cat girls had ears and tails just like cats do. They were genetically modified humanoid cats that were commonly referred to as cat girls. These days, cat girls fit into society, as pets and families or partners to humans. My little sister really loves to dote on cat girls. So our family has 6, including Chocolate and Vanilla. In any case, they couldn't have mailed themselves all on their own. Mailing live things through the post would be impossible for one thing. There's no way my parents would have helped with this either. Thus, I can only guess that this was somehow Shinguri's doing. I see, so Shinguri was an accomplice then, says Kashao. Meow, this really is a pretty home, says Chocolate. Chocolate really likes the smell of the new bedding and furniture. It's bigger than it looks, perfect for Master's ability, says Vanilla. Vanilla, over here, let's take a look at that room. Time to explore, says Chocolate. From where it is, I suspect it is a bedroom. Master's new bed must be there, says Vanilla. We can't miss that. Let's go snuggle in it. Snuggle time, says Chocolate. Snuggling at knowledge. That's fine by me, says Vanilla. With that decided, let's go, says Vanilla. Don't get out of control and hurt yourselves, says Kashao. Okay, says Chocolate. Okay, says Vanilla. Without any ill intentions, the 2 cat girls were off and running. Well, the bakery did have living quarters on the 2nd floor, so I wasn't worried about them causing a ruckus around here. Of course, they aren't young cat girls anymore either, so I shouldn't have to worry about them getting out of control too much. Well, besides that, says Kashao, I looked up an address in my phone's address book, Minaduki Residence. I already left Shinguri a message, so she should call me back later. Without pressing the call button, I put my cell phone back in my pocket. I had moved out without saying anything, so for her to call me back within the day seemed a bit stupid. Well, it wasn't really an issue I needed to bring up right this moment. I should hear from Shinguri soon anyhow. We finished snuggling on Master's bed, says Chocolate. The new bed is fluffy, it gets a passing score. Good work, you two, says Kashao. Gosh, both of you have major bedhead. She, says Kashao. Fwa, Chocolate loves it when her master rubs her head. It feels good, she says. I have no objections to this. More, says Vanilla. I tidied up their hair with a comb. Their soft hair always feels nice. I lightly bonked both of them on their head while they had their eyes closed. You know what, everybody? I think I'm going to call it here for this episode. This was a good start so far, and a good place to stop. As always, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time for more Nekopara Volume 1.